Jefferson.
Meet Kelly in our video personal. That's Monday at 7:30 on WHAS-11.
This is Kentuckiana's 24-hour news channel, WHAS-11. Live at 11, from the leader in television news, Donna Lacey, Jeff Lipson, and Beth Andrews. This is Kentuckiana's news channel, WHAS-11.
All is now quiet inside this Louisville home. But early this morning, a man shot and killed 2 people here and injured another. A man who just 2 weeks ago tried to take the same 2 murder victims hostage. And now, those 2 people are dead. Their families horrified and angry.
Because it happens every day. You see it on the news every day.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Donna Lacey.
And I'm Jeff Lipson. There is a little encouraging news this evening. The man who was injured, Harold Hatchell, is listed in fair condition tonight. His sister, however, is gone, and the story of her murder may be an example of when love and justice fails.
He had lived here before. He had threatened to kill the mother of his children before. And police say Donald Crawford came back this morning and made deadly good on the promise that he'd made before.
I believe him just a little jealous a whole lot.
A neighbor says it was jealousy, temporary rage that brought Crawford back here. Rage over a relationship gone bad. Rage that police say helped Crawford pull the trigger on Sharon Hatchell, her friend Frederick Wheeler, and Hatchell's brother Harold.
There was nothing they could have done. It was just doomed to happen, I guess.
Was it? 2 weeks ago, police arrested Crawford after a standoff at the house on Jefferson Street. He'd held Sharon Hatchell at gunpoint. Crawford faced charges that included wanton endangerment. He got probation on a plea bargain. And instead of a lengthy stay for psychiatric evaluation, he was out on the street, free to do what he wanted.
He went and got a shotgun out of a pond yesterday. The system doesn't work. Everybody wants to believe in the system, but it doesn't work.
Jail overcrowding is one reason that the judge in the case says Donald Crawford never spent the year he might have spent in jail for the earlier standoff. And that's the reason relatives say that Sharon Hatchell's children lost a mother and a father this morning on Jefferson Street.
Well, right now, those children are with family members. And does Donald Crawford have a record of past trouble with the law? Yes, he was arrested for assaulting a police officer 2 years ago.
Today's double murder may be tomorrow's topic of conversation at the first meeting of a new task force on jail overcrowding. Dozens of jail inmates had to be released last week due to the overcrowding problem at the county lockup. As Jeff just told you in his story, Donald Crawford's early release was because of overcrowding in the jail. More trouble for the Corrections Department came last week when the chief of the jail, Richard Fry, was ousted. Tonight, outside a Louisville abortion clinic, prayers, not protests, a pro-choice religious coalition took a stand against recent violence at abortion clinics in Florida and Virginia. It was support workers at local clinics say they needed.
Would you pause with me for a word of prayer?
This small pro-choice group said a prayer and held candles, a quiet vigil outside an abortion clinic on Market Street. Often it's noisy when pro-choice and anti-abortion protesters get together, like here in Buffalo. And even here in Louisville 2 years ago, Republicans on both sides of the issue did verbal battle. It is high tension on the abortion issue that may have contributed to this. Fatal shootings of an abortion doctor and his bodyguard in Pensacola, Florida 2 weeks ago. That violence brought together this vigil by pro-choice Jews, Catholics, and Protestants.
When one labels abortion as murder and labels those in the pro-choice movement as murderers, sooner or later some will act on the violence of those words.
We are alarmed by the violence that now pervades the social atmosphere in this America. We call upon people of good mind, good faith, good reason, do all that they can in their power to stop the violence.
We increased our security dramatically.
The executive director of the EMW Women's Surgical Center, the site of the vigil, says they've had no problems since the shootings, but fear is real here.
Well, I think it's been going on. It's been going on for 20 years. It has gotten worse, and I hope that this kind of support can let those people know that this is not the way to deal with their disagreements with others.
Donna Wells with the clinic also says women have not been deterred from having abortions at the Louisville clinic since the shootings. And she says even in Pensacola, at the site of the shooting, they performed 35 abortions the week the men were murdered.
Officials in Alabama say it wasn't a conflict over women's reproductive rights, but equal rights that may have brought a historic schoolhouse to its ruin. This is what's left of Randolph County High School, which all but burned to the ground yesterday. It's the same high school that's been embroiled in racial tension since the principal canceled the school prom this spring, all because of interracial dating among students. While the local sheriff says he's 99% sure the students set the fire in retaliation, school officials say they can't dwell on the past.
The school is burned and is gone, and we've got to start now looking to how to rebuild it where we are. You know, we can't sit here and say, well, you know, I wish we'd have done this, I wish we'd have done that. And
authorities are offering a $1,300 reward for information leading to the arrest of the people who set the fire.
Residents of a Detroit neighborhood say a conflict between neighbors triggered a firebombing this morning. Now, let's take a look at the damage done by the bomb. 11 people are now homeless after their house exploded into a fireball. Luckily, the 3 adults and 8 children got out of the house safely. One witness says they heard what sounded like Molotov cocktails coming.
You know, we heard the black bottles breaking. That's how we knew it was cocktails.
Residents of the neighborhood say there's been an ongoing dispute between the family whose house was bombed and some people down the street. So far, police have made no arrests.
Tomorrow, the murder trial of Tom and Roxanne Selesky picks up where it left off on Friday, with Roxanne Selesky's daughter on the stand. The Seleskys are charged with murdering Tom's daughter, Alex, 5 years ago. And on Friday, Roxanne's daughter gave some tearful testimony about what she remembers of her mom putting Alex inside a plastic bag.
And I remember hearing something coming from the bag, and I was listening to try and figure out what it was, and I figured out it was Alex breathing really hard.
Nissa Bruna accuses her own mother of murder. She told the court how Roxanne regularly punished Alex and how on October 25th, 5 years ago, how Roxanne placed her inside a plastic bag. But the defense argues that Nissa is lying, and they plan to prove it tomorrow when the trial resumes.
New evidence in the O.J. Simpson case may be just what the defense is looking for. An ice cream store manager says he saw Nicole Simpson with her 2 children and a man on the night she and Ron Goldman were murdered. He says they stopped in for ice cream a short time before the murders happened. Newsweek magazine reports that a cup of mostly frozen ice cream was found near the bodies. Simpson's lawyers may use the ice cream to dispute the time at which the murders took place. According to Newsweek, the manager does not think the man with Nicole at the store was Ron Goldman.
Coming next, how a relaxing Sunday in the sun soon turned into chaos. We'll show you what happened when a firefighter took a wrong turn.
Plus, how a hairy situation for this horse turned out okay.
News on Kentuckiana's news channel, WHAS-11, is sponsored by Big O Tires, proudly serving Kentuckiana for more than 40 years.
When people think of Big O, they think tires. And Big O gives you something extra to make sure your tires will keep rolling on. It's called Extra Care. And when it comes to brakes, Big O's Extra Care means fast installation of brake pads, seals, bearings, and more, so your brakes will work like new. And Big O's price? That's the best brake of all.
A reputation you can ride on Big O tires.
Betty Crocker knows how to shake guys up. Introducing new potato shakers. Turn your fresh potatoes in a shake into seasoned oven browns. Another delicious way that Betty makes one hot potato.
Thanks, Mom.
I'm Hank Davis.
At Davis Center Jewelers, we're saving over $120,000 a year by not being in the mall. That's $10,000 a month you don't have to charge you and your friends. Shopping for jewelry at the mall might be convenient, but it's a convenience that will cost you hundreds of additional dollars. Come to Davis Center Jewelers and see 4 times the selection at about half the markup. Engagement rings, wedding bands, gold chains, estate jewelry, and designer creations. Davis Center, your 40 showcase jeweler.
Thursday night, a News Channel exclusive interview with Jefferson County Corrections Chief Richard Fry, the only interview he granted after he was ousted.
You do anything wrong?
No. No.
You gonna fight it?
Sure. Plus, complete coverage of the new proposed downtown bridge, a major decision from Governor Brereton Jones, affecting people throughout Kentuckiana.
I think at this point, while we're disappointed, we're not going to stop.
2 major stories from only one source. It's what you expect from Kentuckiana's News Channel, WHAS-11.
Weary firefighters are finally gaining ground in their battle with wildfires burning out of control in the West. Fires are still spreading in 8 western states. In Washington, a blaze spanning 119 acres is reported to be 76% contained. Another fire near Leavenworth is 50% contained. Firefighters did have a blaze in Idaho under control until it jumped fire lines late last night. But a success story in California. A brush fire was quickly put out by helicopters dropping water and planes spraying a fire retardant. And just in the nick of time, this fire had posed a serious threat to nearby homes. And a day of fun at the docks outside Cleveland soon turned into chaos. A large Canadian freighter took a turn too wide, smashed into docked boats, and sent people scrambling for safety.
Then we seen the bow coming straight for us, and then all he said was, we better run. And before you know it, we were running. And time we got down the end of that wooden area, the bow was right there. It was right there.
If you hadn't gotten off the dock,
we would have been dead.
Now you can see from these pictures when the freighter hit, it pushed the entire dock 300 feet. The freighter's captain threw her into reverse, but a bit too late.
When pigs fly, you've heard that old saying, but what about horses? Well, take a look at this. Okay, the horse had a little help. This helicopter got called in to lift the horse to the heavens. It was a rescue after the horse slipped into a canyon off a riding trail near Los Angeles, California.
He gets all the way up there and then dies from the fright.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We'll stay with us. Your work week forecast is straight ahead.
Thursday night, a News Channel exclusive interview with Jefferson County Corrections Chief Richard Fry, the only interview he granted after he was ousted.
You do anything wrong?
No. No.
You gonna fight it?
Sure. Plus, complete coverage of the new proposed downtown bridge, a major decision from Governor Brereton Jones, affecting people throughout Kentuckiana.
I think at this point, while we're disappointed, we're not going to stop.
2 major stories from only one source. It's what you expect from Kentuckiana's News Channel, WHAS-11.
You're grilling this summer. We're grilling this summer. You're chopping. We're chopping. Summertime is the perfect time for Shoney's new summer chicken grill. You're sprinkling. We're sprinkling. Shoney's is topping tender chicken breasts with fresh vegetables and zesty spices to create 4 great new chicken dinners, all at one low price. Shoney's Summer Chicken Grill. Just like summer, it's only here for a limited time.
You're about to witness a man execute his death wish. Sign the organ donor release on your driver's license. It just takes a few seconds and can give someone a lifetime.
Your Health Today, presented by WHAS-11 and Alliant Cancer Helpline. Are you putting yourself at risk from skin cancer? Does the sunscreen you're using provide enough protection from the sun? Where should you look for early detection of skin cancer? Watch WHAS-11 to learn more about the most common type of cancer in the U.S. and call Cancer Helpline, a service of Norton and Corsair Children's Hospital and the Alliant Medical Pavilion, 629-5555.
The WHAS 11 Storm Team. Meteorologists Chuck Taylor, Ken Schultz, and Beth Andrews. The WHAS 11 Storm Team.
Would you look at that gorgeous sunset? We just had a beautiful sunset tonight. Nice clear skies. Really a pretty evening out there, and our temperatures are very comfortable right now, ranging from the 70s to the lower 60s, 62 in Cincinnati, a little bit warmer in Louisville, 70 degrees, with 81% humidity, winds out of the south at 5, and barometric pressure is rising. Our high today reached a comfortable 82 degrees. Our overnight low, 59. That's 4 degrees off our record low. We didn't have any rain at all today, and half an inch for the month so far. Now, we're still under this big dome of high pressure, which has been really great. It's kept our skies very clear. It makes it really hard for thunderstorms to form, or at least more difficult. And you can see not much precipitation all across our region of the country. And we're also still in this Canadian air mass that came in behind that cold front on Thursday, which really dropped our temperatures down. It was a very strong cold front, but guess what? It's starting to break apart. We had been shielded all day long by this frontal boundary, which kept this warm Gulf air from infiltrating our area. Now it's already starting to break apart, so tomorrow we are going to start seeing some big changes, highs in the upper 80s again tomorrow, and then climbing into the 90s. The jet stream's not helping us at all because it's running well to our north, and once it starts to warm up, the air is not going to be able to pass by it, and so it's going to stay warm for a while anyway. We'll see the cool temperatures again, but maybe not for a few days at least. So let's take a look at our 36-hour forecast. 63 for our overnight low with mostly clear skies. Tomorrow, sunny and warmer, a high of around 88 tomorrow night, mostly clear, a high of 68. Then you can see it really does start to warm up. If we don't hit 90 by Tuesday, it'll be on Wednesday. And then we'll see the 90s for the rest of the week and some scattered thunderstorms expected on Wednesday. Otherwise, we should have a lot of sunshine.
Okay, we'll enjoy it.
Okay.
Thanks, Beth.
Thank you, Beth. Straight ahead, the WHAS scoreboard.
Then later in sports, Carrie Kinsey will show you how the USA did against Brazil in the World Championship.
That'll bring him in.
Monday, got up, got a shower, drove to work, played Cash 5, won $100,000. Tuesday,
if you're one of those people who sticks to a routine,
played Cash 5, won $100,000.
Now you can play Cash 5 Monday through Friday, and with Cash 5, you only match 5 of 35 numbers to take home $100,000.
Friday, got up, got a shower, drove to
Cash 5, making $100,000 winners 5 days a week.
There's something big going on down there. It's the Mazda Exceptional Sales Event. Right now, get the roomy Mazda Protege DX or LX with $1,200 cash back from Mazda. Plus air conditioning at no extra charge. That's right, you get $1,200 cash back and the air conditioning doesn't cost you a penny more during the Mazda Exceptional Sales Event. So hurry.
At Bluegrass and Neil Huffman in Louisville and Montgomery Mazda in Elizabethtown now.
All Renco's annual rent-to-own furniture closeout sale is here now. And that means you save big bucks on living rooms, bedrooms, dinettes, recliners, bunk beds, sofas, and more. Weekly rental rates start as low as $12.99 on all discontinued, overstocked, and rental return goods. Plus, you can own some in just 12 months or less. Why pay more when you can pay less and get more during All Renco's annual furniture closeout sale? Call or come in today.
Rent what you need at All Renco. The only way to go.
Hi, sporty, huh?
Ma'am. Forget to brush your breath today?
I can roll down the window, ma'am.
Well, next time shoot Dentyne. That snappy, tingly taste will brush your breath clean. Dentyne.
Did you know almost everyone is allergic to bug bites? That's why they itch. So you should know Benadryl Cream. It actually blocks the histamine that makes you itch. Hydrocortisones can't. Benadryl, the histamine blocker for itch relief.
Now, WHAS 11 Sports, live with Carrie Kinsey.
Behind the back pass picked off by Dumas. Look out, here comes Shaquille.
It's the Shack Show as the USA finishes up first-round play at the World Championships. Hello, everyone. I'm Kerry Kinsey. Welcome to Sports Extra. Here's a question for you. Which one's better, the original Dream Team or version number 2? A lot of folks are debating that. Here's a guy who has an opinion on this subject.
Now, come on. When it comes down to it, let's be real about this. Most of them have accomplished nothing. Understand? We've been to the championship so many times, the guys on Dream Team won. So when it comes down to winning the game, a champion will always rise above a loser. Don't always remember that. Always.
Okay, Magic, whatever you say. USA and Brazil this afternoon. Sean Kemp picks the pocket and the jam. Wow, Kemp with 15 points this time. Watch him dish underneath to the Shaq and the reverse jam. The Shaquille O'Neal show. He had 8 dunks in this game. He leaves before the half with a tight back. But watch what he does when he comes back in the second half. Nelson, trademark. Oh, Shaquille O'Neal. Wow, O'Neal leads the USA with 27 points as the Americans win 105-82. They'll tip off the second round by playing Australia on Tuesday night. And I'm sure you've heard about a big benefit basketball game for 3-year-old Roy Payne of Louisville. Former U of L hoop star Robbie Valentine is putting on a game this Thursday at PRP High School. The game will feature former UK player James Lee and several former Cards players like Darrell Griffith, Scooter McRae, Dwayne Morton, and Greg Minor. All the proceeds will benefit Roy Payne, who is getting a bone marrow transplant. Tickets go on sale at PRP High School Thursday at 5:30. The game starts at 7:30. To baseball now. Reds get solo shot crazy today against the Braves. Hey, get out of here. Home runs from guys like Barry Larkin. Also, Kevin Mitchell got his 30th of the year. That one will leave the yard in no time. Braves lose 3-2. It is Cincinnati winning. Pete Sherrick gets the win, gives up 3 hits over 7 innings, and a nice play by Kevin Mitchell there. And Labor Secretary Robert Rice says both sides would have to ask for the government to step in to call off a threatened baseball strike. The players say they're going to quit working this Friday. So while baseball will stop, auto racing will continue. Brickyard 400 champ Jeff Gordon doing that R&R thing at Disney World before he gets set for next Sunday's NASCAR race at Watkins Glen, New York. Somebody asked Jeff, what if Ernie Irvan didn't get that flat tire during the last few laps of yesterday's race at Indy?
Lived up to all those battles and kept it there towards the end. I hate to see Ernie have his problems, but you know, you never know what the outcome would have been, but I would have given him a heck of a run for his money, and I'm sure he would have done the same to me.
All right, Jeff Gordon there. And in tonight's Beat the Pro, sports director Gary Gupton tries to stay with former Louisville Redbird Trip Cromer. I say former because just last week Trip was called up to the show, as they say.
Trip Cromer can hit the long ball, field a ground ball, and absolutely kill a golf ball.
Actually, this is my favorite sport, golf, but I do baseball I do a little better than golf, but it's really no difference. The grip's a little different, but that's the weird thing about my brother. He grips it just like that.
But he plays golf?
Yeah.
Like a baseball bat.
And shoots 65, 67.
That brother he's talking about is a professional golfer. And the way Tripp went after the 164-yard third hole at Hidden Creek, he could be one too.
Let's call it 7 feet 10 inches. Does that work for you?
Yeah, 7 feet 10 inches would be it.
Pretty good shot on this hole.
Yeah, it is, especially with the pin back here.
Does this guy play like a baseball player or a golfer?
Now, he plays golf like a golfer. There's no baseball swing in that one.
Tripp's got a golf swing. I've got a porch swing. And that's where I'm heading after my attempt at beating the pro ended up 24 feet from the cup. When we started out, you were kind of afraid you'd hack it up out here, but you didn't come close to hacking it up.
No, I just tried to hit it, have a smooth swing, and try to get it up near the green somewhere, and I was lucky to hit it a couple times.
But we're lucky to have Tripp in town playing for the Redbirds. He'll be a Cardinal here probably in a few weeks when they call him up for the big pennant stretch, but thanks for helping us beat the pro.
No problem, thank you.
And when we come back, we'll find out if anybody did beat the pro.
Your Home Health, a service of care tenders.
Mom's 85 years old, and she feels good. She'd like to stay in her home, but she needs some help with some things. We called care tenders, and a nurse manager came out to meet with us and arrange a home care plan. Now, our home health aide, Sarah, spends 4 hours each day with Mom, preparing meals, doing light housework, and helping Mom with her personal care. She even takes Mom to the store.
Care Tenders is now hiring experienced nurses and home health aides.
La da da dee dee dee, la ba ba dee dee. These are the names.
Your gift with any $38 Eternity purchase at Bacon's.
Dad, I'm hungry.
How about the new Ponderosa?
So this is Ponderosa?
Yes, it is.
This is Ponderosa?
Yep.
Ponderosa's pouring on the shrimp, all you care to eat. And that includes our grand buffet and Sunday bar for just $5.99. Hurry, offer in soon.
May I take your jackets? Oh.
Ponderosa, bringing you a whole new experience.
This week on Entertainment Tonight.
Dana Delaney joins live nude girls.
She did what?
Pauly Shore promotes his new look.
I think bald heads are pretty cool right now.
And it's time for the Baywatch Beach Party.
So don't miss out.
But first, everyone's talking about the high-tech explosions in clear and present danger. Now we're going to show you how it's done. And Whoopi Goldberg is the next Mary Poppins. See what it's all about on the next Entertainment Tonight.
Monday at 7 on WHAS-11. This is Kentuckiana's News Channel, WHAS-11.
We gave waiters a chance to fulfill their ultimate fantasy and had them confront their chintzy customers.
Is there something wrong with the service? Oh, hold on.
You may never leave a bad tip again after this. Next Oprah.
Oprah, Monday at 4 on WHAS-11.
Beat the Pro on Kentuckiana's News Channel. WHAS-11 is sponsored by PNC Bank, the Kenton D. Leatherman Spine Center of Norton and Corsair Children's Hospital, and by Papa John's.
Pro competition, and we're back at the third hole on Hidden Creek. Whoa, too much Wheaties for this guy, huh? The man with the right touch, though, is Ryan Clark of Jeffersonville.
All right, baby, here we go. It's there. I should have been in the hole.
It is 10 inches.
10 inches, Ryan. Tell me about it, man. What did I have to beat? You had to beat like 8 feet. No, it's 4 feet. Now you're down to 10 inches. What do you think?
I think I'm a winner.
It was luck?
It was definitely luck.
Come on, he's saying it was easy in skill.
Yeah, he'll say that all day long. That's why he's been double, triple bogey until he got to this hole. I guarantee it'd never happen again. That's for sure.
Next Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 o'clock, you can try to beat the pro on Shawnee's 8th hole. PGA stop this weekend, Buick Open in Grand Blanc, Michigan. And Fred Couples survives 36 holes. He shoots a 7 under 65 in the morning round, comes back with a 68. That gives him a 2-shot win over Corey Pavin. Couples has been off the tour for 4 months. Wait till you see this shot because of back problems. Get in there. Oh, almost. All right, it's Sunday night, so let's see what we have for you on tonight's version of Carrie's Crazy Clips. Okay, who made the best catch of the week? Check out Cleveland's Kenny Lofton. Catch by Kenny Lofton. How about Toronto's Devon White?
The warning track, he leaps, he's got it, an amazing catch.
Or the Wizard of Oz?
Runner at second, nobody out. Ozzy, oh, what a play! What a way!
I guess that means we can rule out Baltimore's Brady Anderson, right?
And Doyle drops it. Had it for a moment. Drops it again.
Folks in Kansas City love that new double play combo, but the Lip sisters will have to feel the night in jail.
And now the police. The fun is over. At least for these two.
Now come on. Now come on. Now come on. When it comes down to it, let's be real about this.
See you next week on Jerry's Crazy Clips. Added all people get into Redbird Cardinal Stadium.
That sound was back from my worst nightmare. Thank you for reliving it.
It's back.
We're back in a moment.
Now, at the Olive Garden, come try our new Capellini and Chicken Siciliano meal for only $7.95. Baskets of fresh baked breadsticks, unlimited garden fresh salad, and our new mouth-watering Capellini Pomodoro with fresh Roma tomatoes, extra virgin olive oil, and fresh basil. Plus our new zesty grilled chicken Siciliano.
Freshissimo!
All this for just $7.95.
Write it down!
Only at the Olive Garden.
Now bring the freshness of the outdoors into your car with new Glade Clip-On's Outdoor Fresh Scents.
Clip on here, clip on there, clip on outdoor freshness everywhere.
You'll love the clean crispness of the outdoors and refills that freshen for 30 days.
Fresh is outdoors, freshness that's yours.
Adjust the vents for just the right amount of outdoor freshness.
Clip on outdoor freshness everywhere.
New Glade Clip-On's Outdoor Fresh Scent. Fresh from Glade. S.C. Johnson Wax.
Attention, RV and mobile home shoppers. Here are the facts. Tom Raper, Richmond, Indiana, has by far the Midwest's largest inventory of RVs and mobile homes. The Midwest's largest indoor showroom. The Midwest's largest service department. Nobody beats Tom Raper's bottom line deal. Not now. Not ever. When the facts are in, the fact is, it's absolutely worth the drive to Tom Raper's 60-acre complex, Richmond, Indiana. No fluff, just fact.
For those of you who have put off getting new glasses for far too long, for one reason or another, Dr. Beiser's Vision World announces 1 hour, 1 place, one heck of a deal. Right now, buy 2 complete pair of single vision glasses for only $69.50, or 2 complete pair of bifocals or trifocals for only $89.50. And now, get 2 pair of no-line bifocals for only $139.50, only from Dr. Beiser's Vision World. But better do it now, before it's too late.
It's big, it's orange, it's 300 pounds, and it's growing in one man's garden. It's a giant pumpkin. And the gardener who grew it, W.E. Miller, says he doesn't know how he'll get it out of his yard. Miller hasn't put it on a scale either, but based on previous giant pumpkins he's grown, he estimates it's likely 300 pounds.
I dug a hole in the ground and buried a bunch of cow manure, made the hill. And then after it started to vine, I had a sack of horse manure and I poured it.
Well, it worked. Miller says the pumpkin grew so fast on some days you could practically see it getting bigger.
What?
I know.
Thanks for joining us, folks. Have a good night.